of Caffè Milano, still with Domenico. He's going to prepare this great merluzzo, is that right?
Merluzzo.
Merluzzo come?
Con guazzetto di fare, with a spelt guazzetto.
Ok.
Touch of fresh tomato, parsley, and some fish and saffron broth.
Cozze.
Okay, so we start with the spelt. Okay, we added some
that's
vegetables.
The name of the spelt is farro?
Farro.
In English, in Italian.
In Italian it's farro.
Farro.
In English it's spelt.
It's spelt, okay.
And it's been cooked along with some celery, carrots, and onions.
I see.
And fish broth base. Then we adding some of the cherry tomato.
Cherry tomatoes.
Okay.
Now, this is a recipe from Abruzzo?
Exactly.
It
this is a recipe from Abruzzo.
And you are from Abruzzo?
I am from Abruzzo.
Exactly where?
I'm from Valle Castellana, a province of Teramo, the city of Teramo.
I see, okay.
In this case, we're adding a little parsley.
Prezzemolo.
Prezzemolo.
Sì.
Okay. Then we go ahead with our rosemary, which is gonna be the base for our fish. Okay. Just sitting on top.
Il merluzzo che è un codfish.
Codfish, okay. Their own natural juice. There is nothing wrong. We're adding in there. And then we have this broth made from bones of the cod, saffron, and spices. And then, of course, a little finish of
extravergine.
Okay.
Of course. That looks already good, ready to be eaten by me.
Ready to eat.
And then you're going to put the black pepper?
A very tiny amount of black pepper, just to create some spiciness. As we noticed, the ingredients have been in the oven for 15 minutes. All the liquid has been absorbed, and the vegetables, the spelt itself, has been finished to cooking. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a bed over the braised spelt at this point.
So you've been working here at this restaurant for 15 years since it opened?
It was November 1992.
1992, November 1992. And you love it, of course.
I gotta
and
say.
you're executive chef of all the restaurants, correct?
Exactly. And then, of course, a nice finish with our extra virgin olive oil.
And the bell. Can I try with this one? I
Yes,
can wait.
of course.
Okay. Any suggestion how to eat, or just I go?
You will go with the spelt and we'll go at some
Here we
time,
go.
of course.
Perfetto. Let's see. I love it. È buonissimo. What a pleasure to meet and talk with Mr. Maccioni, a man that brought class and prestige first to the French cuisine and then to the Italian cuisine for over half a century. I met Mr. Maccioni at his newest location on 58th Street between Lexington and 3rd Avenue. I was enchanted by the details. The architecture of Le Cirque is very unique. The wine cellar that is not so much of a cellar but more like a spaceship, to the bar with a colorful display of bottles. From the many orange umbrella lights hanging from the ceiling to the hand-painted china, especially made for Le Cirque. And if you look closely to the many pictures of celebrities at the wall, you may discover that those pictures are actually a custom-designed wallpaper. Sirio Maccioni is a living legend, a restaurateur extraordinary who has wined and dined high society in New York for nearly half a century. And here I am sitting with Sirio Maccioni. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Come va?
Bene.
Okay, so we are at Le Cirque. But you also own a great other Italian restaurant, which is Osteria del Circo. That's where we are today, mostly with your lovely wife and your children. But we want to come here and say hello to you because everything starts from here, right?
Long time ago.
Long time ago. That's what I want to know. How long ago?
Le Cirque started in 1974.
Okay.
March 24, 1974, and it was at the Mayfair Hotel.
Yes.
On 65th Street and Park Avenue.
His first experience in the culinary world was in France, where he worked for the best. Eventually, he worked in Germany and America, where he became a pioneer, opening the first successful restaurant in a hotel, Le Cirque at the Mayfair Hotel. Now, why Sirio Maccioni is from Italy, from Tuscany, decided to open a French restaurant?
I'm from Tuscany.
Yes.
I'm Italian.
Yes.
And I'm European. That's all.
Beautiful, I like that. But you also decided to open Osteria del Circo. Now I'm curious, why Il Circo? Is it something that you like to go when you were a child?
It's all the same philosophy. I come to New York from France. I was mistreated, which was normal.
Yes.
And I decided within myself that I was going to learn French better than them. And I was going to learn how to run a restaurant better than them. Restaurant, like every business, is hard work.
Yes, it is.
If you think restaurateurs, they should not get upset when I say that. Don't think that us restaurateurs as an intelligent people. If we were intelligent, we would not be restaurateurs. Okay? Okay. That's your philosophy. My philosophy. Well, Le Cirque, this is your third location. Americans, they say that they change their address minimum 13 times in their life. So you still have 10 more to go. I asked why he named his restaurant Le Cirque, and I love the answer. Le Cirque, Sirio said, is a simple art, an art for children and people of all ages. The circus is a place where you can relax and have fun. Mostly important, a place where you can make mistakes. If I put Le Cirque, it was something that everybody would understand. Yes. And something that can give you, in a circus, you can make a mistake sometimes. You know, it's part of the show. Sirio Maccioni was born in a farm in Tuscany, and he learned in a very young age the pleasure of cooking with fresh ingredients. My grandfather was a great farmer, and I think it's something very, very special. And so when I was 6 years old, my grandmother had taught me to go around the farm, whatever you could use in a farm. Yes. Primo piatto, ravioli burro in salvia, the dish featured in the cover of her cookbook. I'm here in the kitchen of Osteria del Circo con la signora Egidiana, better known as Egi. Is that correct, signora?
You're just right, yes.
Come sta?
Buongiorno, benissimo.
Buongiorno, molto bene. I'm very, very happy to be here, also because we're going to make great dishes from your book.
Okay.
With la signora Egidiana, we are preparing the dough for the ravioli. In the food processor, we are putting 3 eggs, olive oil, and about 10 large spoons of flour double O. But la signora Eggi has some dough ready for us, and she places it right on the green tray. Now we are ready to prepare the fillings for the ravioli. We chop the spinach, and I also tried to use the half-moon tool to help la signora Egidiana as well. We add a little of garlic, some parsley, some parmesan, salt and pepper, and some fresh firm ricotta. Eventually, an egg to keep the filling together. Now it's time to fill the tray with our mix. At this point, la signora Egidiana placed on the other stretched dough on the filling, and she used the rolling pin to create the ravioli. We separate the ravioli, and they're ready to be cooked. The sauce is prepared in a very simple way, just butter and sage. La signora Egidiana added the ravioli to the sauce and then some parmesan. She cooks them for about a minute. To finish to decorate the dish, she adds some leaves of sage on top. They look great. They're very, very hot right now, so I will wait a few minutes before I eat. But there they are. They're gorgeous. See you to the next one. Ciao.